Okay, let me show you guys my seed vault, which I'm very excited about. And while we do that, I'm also going to show you how I harvest some seeds, which is exciting. I see the dog here. I have dogs. They sleep on the couch. This is where this was. You probably saw it in the previous video, but ta-da! I feel like it should have like a glowing light coming from the other side because it's just so awesome. So I got this on Temu, and it is a seed vault. It has 2 layers. I just stuck all the stickers on there because I didn't want to lose the stickers. And then essentially it is a dark, dry place to keep your seeds safe, and it's not too hot or too cold. Here's some sword lily seeds. Am I right? No, it's not sword lily. It is agapanthus. Sorry, it's a very common plant here. So I harvested it from all the way back there. And then here is the indigo apple tomato seeds. I just have a few left and I put them in there. But this is what we're doing today. So these are gooseberry seeds, and it's the Cape gooseberry. So I am very excited about them. I'm going to show you how I prepare the seeds and how I harvest the seeds. And then another very exciting thing I want to share. Those buckets over there, stay tuned. Those are going to be our hydroponic buckets. We just need to cut up the rest of them, and then I will give you guys the grand tour. Okay, so I have a very scientific way of doing this involving paper towels and gooseberries. So let me show you. I'm going to have to pause to unroll because I need my hands to do that, but I will show you in a moment. Ta-da! So very anticlimactic, but here's some falling off already. So yeah, it's essentially what I do is I take a gooseberry, I squish it down in the paper towel, and then I hang it there in the window to dry, and then that's that. And then like 2 weeks later I scrape them off of the paper towel and I put them, I'm all falling here, and I put them in that little jar. And soon enough I am going to start selling some seeds harvested from my garden. So if you guys are interested, let me know. I'll also be planting them to make sure that they work and stuff. But yeah, it's all really exciting. Look how tiny these little gooseberry seeds are. Oops, you can't even see that. Here we go. There's thousands of them in each one. So I'll show you as soon as I squish. Let me just quickly take them all off the paper towel. Also a very scientific method. I take the paper towel, scrunch it up, I open it and let them fall. And I do that a couple of times. And then the last few I just kind of scrape off with my fingers. Okay, so here's most of them. You'll see. Sorry, my potatoes are boiling over again. They're fine. A few of them have fallen, so here's just my method of picking it up. And like, it's not working. Of course, it's not working today. Oh my gosh, it's definitely not working. For some reason, I'm not picking up any seeds. Okay, there we go. Tried the old lick your finger method. Luckily, no one's going to eat these. Hopefully. They're all for planting, guys, not eating. I don't think plain gooseberry seeds without the flesh is very tasty at all. So let's just get these last few. Okay. There we go. Okay. So paper towel is basically clean. There are a few left. I'm quickly going to pick them off with my handy dandy tweezer. Put them on a plate, and I'll show you how I put them in the jar. Then I have one more little thing. See, they're already falling out. Then I'm going to do it, and I'll show you how I prep the seeds. Okay, there's still a lot on here, so I'm really going to pick those off and then I'll be with you. Okay, paper towels are basically clean. And this one over here, I have some lemon seeds that I have been drying. Hold up. Okay, they're all stuck. It's fine, but I think they've been drying. This all came out of one lemon, and I was like kind of confused why it had so many seeds, but let's plant them and see what happens. So here's all our gooseberry seeds. I'm going to attempt to open this one-handed without disaster striking. There we go. So what I do is I take my finger, pick up a bunch of them, and I scrape it into the jar. It does work better when my hands are both free, but for your viewing pleasure I will struggle just a little bit. Okay, this is not working. I'm quickly going to put these in here and then I'll show you how I extract the seed. One eternity later, all the little seeds are in here now, so I'm going to close it up before we lose it. Okay, this goes into the seed vault. There aren't many yet. I have my marigold seeds and some sword lily seeds in the envelopes, and then here I have just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 7. I have 7 seeds, and then the 2 envelopes. So we are going to be filling those up soon, which I am very, very excited. But let's harvest some gooseberries. Now, if you do know of a better method than what I'm using, by all means, please let me know, because this is a bit time consuming. So I'm pouring them out on a plate. Ooh, there's one very moldy one. So all these, including the ones we just harvested, are from the same harvest in the garden. So yeah, this is essentially what I do. I pop it and then I squeeze it onto the napkin. I'm using the same one because you guys are falling over. There we go. And then I just wrap the seeds onto the paper towel. So that is, and then afterwards I'll just go out, smooth them out, take the tweezer and pick out all the big skin pieces, as well as these pieces. There's a lot of seeds that get stuck to the skin. And then yeah, that's basically that. So, and then I'll fold it up double. I'm using the same one again, just because this is all I have left. I forgot to buy paper towels. And then I'll put it there in the window for another week, and yeah, we have gooseberry seeds. So thank you guys again for watching and enjoying, I hope. Please, again, if you know of a better method to extract gooseberry seeds, let me know. I am all ears, because this is time consuming and very sticky. But yeah, thank you.